This is my eat, pray, love moment. Okay, the lighting isn't the best, but we're working with what we got because that's what we do when we're resourceful.
I'll do the best I can with what I got. Oh!
What is up? My name is Seven. Thank you for tuning in to episode 2 of Solo Trip in Bali. Look, your girl went on a solo trip. I had to make sure the mic was on. Your girl went on a solo trip because of the simple fact, one, before I get into any further detail about the rest of this gorgeous trip, I wanted to give myself, excuse me if you hear background noise, I'm in an area where you may hear that. But I really wanted to give myself just like a token of appreciation for getting through the early part of this year. And if you have the opportunity, when you create, let's say that, let's be mindful with our words, when you create the opportunity to even just like, even if it's the next city over, to take yourself to a dinner, to take yourself on a vacation, whatever the case may be, you deserve it because you've been working really hard. And I don't care what anyone classifies as working hard. You know what you're going through, and you deserve to give yourself a beautiful token of gratitude for making it through and standing 10 toes down. Do you understand? Okay. So yes, female solo traveler, check. The next place I'm going to go to, I'm going to keep that kind of classified, but I'm already manifesting it. You already know. When it comes to traveling, I think the most important detail to think about is, of course, safety. Yes, do your research as you can, but what is the energy that you want to feel? Like when you could like look at pictures, let's say, of a country, what are the emotions that rise within you? I feel like every time I thought about Bali, I would be like, oh, like it's a common place that so many people go to. Why would I go there? It's super cliche. But believe it or not, the hype is for a good reason. I actually really loved it there. Yes, you're going to have to make friends with all the bugs and the insects that live in the country. I'm going to just go ahead and point that out. Yes, you may see a lizard come into your Airbnb or wherever you may be staying because they are known in Bali as the protectors of the home. So yes, they're going to come in. They're going to do what they need to do, but I'm that type of person that if I see a spider, because they are there, if I see it, I'm going to look up exactly what the meaning is and what they're here to teach me. So if you're that type of person, if you really love to travel, if you really just love the unseen world and all the different I guess you can say symbolisms that animals and insects and just life itself brings you, you're with the right person right now. I typically feel like everything is a sign. If I see a feather on a floor, it makes sense to whatever I'm going through. I promise you, just look it up. So without further ado, let's just kind of get into this gorgeous vlog. I felt like I have a lot of B-roll. I have a lot of me talking, but I also wanted to just kind of expand on how I'm feeling during this time, how this experience during this episode 2 made me feel. One thing that was my favorite thing throughout all my Bali experiences was the breakfast, the lunch, and the dinner. Feed me. I'm happy, okay? So I went to breakfast by myself. I really just allowed myself to take in the surroundings. In Bali, everything is literally green, hence why I colored my hair green. Watermelon, it was connected to the heart chakra. And so everywhere that I landed, I made sure to really allow myself to immerse in every single experience. Oh, I'm eating fruit. How does this fruit taste if I pair this fruit with this fruit and I close my eyes and just imagine the possibilities? I really curated luxury experiences throughout every single experience that I took on. that I experienced, that I signed up for, that I, you know what I mean? Like that I bought to experience. Like I keep saying experience, but like that's what really makes me feel the most alive, the exuberant energy that kind of just like flows through my body. Um, when I think about just like my Bali experience. One thing that I had that was honestly, that was really just like blocking me in the beginning of this episode 2 was that I was starting to feel jet lagged. And it's a 15-hour difference, Bali, Indonesia to California Pacific time. And your girl was starting to feel it. And I knew it was going to catch up on me. I knew it was going to catch up. Okay. I knew, but I was also like, okay, let's fight through this. You know what I mean? Like, let's make ourselves get comfortable with this time period. This time zone is where we're going to be for the next 2 weeks. So let's get used to it. And so I really forced myself to go to breakfast and do all these different things. I had a private driver and he was like, oh, I could take you to the Bali swing. I could take you, basically saying like he can take me to all these different places. And I just did not feel like it. As fun as it sound, I really just allowed myself during this vacation to not have like major itineraries. Don't force yourself if you don't feel like it. You're going to be here for 2 weeks. Let's gradually allow ourselves to like dip our toe into the pool. So like as much as I know he wanted to show me around and he was excited, I had to I had to put up the boundary. I had to let him know what it was. Let's just go to the Bali swing. Crazy enough, when I went to the Bali swing, as you can see, it turned out so beautiful. So beautiful, so gorgeous, so happy with how it turned out. The pictures, the colors, everything. But it was crazy how they were pacing everybody. They were like, okay, hey, come over here, go over there. Hey, picture, hey, smile, do this. I'm like, y'all, I do not have any type of like emotional stability right now for y'all to be telling me to do all these things and I can barely even breathe, okay? So about time we were done with that, I was very nauseous and I was like, just take me to the monkey forest and I'm going back home. That's it. And so crazy enough, I had so much fun at the monkey forest and it felt good to be grounded in a forest. I feel like that's what I was missing, that these other like high intensity like activation activities. I don't have time for that. I don't have enough energy for that. But the monkey forest, I love seeing animals. Animals make me feel so whole. I got out the car, I was there by myself, so it felt so good to just kind of recalibrate and to be a little bit more grounded in my own energy and going at my own pace. He was just like, let me know when you're done. I can come around the front. I'm like, you know what? I can get used to this. No problem. I'll let you know when I'm done. Let me go see the little monkeys doing their thing, because as you can see, they were doing their thing. Okay. And just take me back. And it was crazy because amongst and like amidst me being in the monkey forest, I had this download that told me that someone was literally going to stop me. Okay. I had that download. Crazy enough, as I'm walking, me and this random man, obviously I had no idea who this was. We make eye contact, but I was making eye contact with everyone. I had no idea he was actually going to come back and like ask me out. Okay. And so I'm walking back and I'm like telling my driver, I'm like, okay, I'm coming to the front. Like, I'm just going to go to the ATM and then like we can get the fuck out. But yeah, he literally came back and he was like, hey. And I was like, hey, like, what's up? And he was like, I'm so sorry. Like, you were beautiful. I'm like, and I was just like, took it because I was literally just thinking how someone was literally going to stop me. But yeah, he like invited me out to dinner. And that day I was so tired. As I mentioned before, I was completely jet lagged. So I just like communicated that out to him. Like, hey, like, are you open for tomorrow? And so I started the next day, gorgeous. As you can see, I started the day with just like a solo breakfast in one of my favorite cafes out there. Girl, the juice. I just got some water because I'm almost done with my watermelon pineapple juice. So good. All right. try a little salad. So, we're going to try this plate. My finger is slightly in the way, but okay, I was every single day having watermelon and pineapple juice. Do you understand? I know I taste good. But anyways, so yeah, I had a solo kind of breakfast, and then he hit me up and he was like, hey, like, do you want to grab lunch? And so we grabbed lunch. Loved the conversation we had. He was an Aries, y'all. Aries, I swear to God, I can be just sitting here and they pop up. I don't know how. I just magnetize them, but I magnetize them, okay? But yeah, we had a gorgeous lunch. I really loved the conversation that we had. We even had like a motorcycle moment to where like we got on this motorcycle. His motorcycle, not just some random motorcycle, and we went to the rice terrace, and it was just like a really beautiful time. Like, it was one of those moments where I realized this is my eat, pray, love moment. Okay. This is my eat, pray, love moment. And so I am going to definitely make sure that, of course, I'm safe. I mean, I would not condone this for everyone. Do not think this is going to be everyone's situation. I got, obviously, back to LA safely. But it just felt so good to be like, you know what, ancestors, can I trust this moment? Me feeling safe in every moment that I was with this particular person just made me feel good. And Bali itself makes you feel safe. Again, it is the heart chakra. I'm not saying that there are all good people there. I'm sure it has its areas. But everywhere I went, it didn't matter what time it was, it didn't matter where I was. I felt pretty safe. Okay, guys, so I'm at this crazy Aries, and this is where we currently are, top of the rice paddies. Now look, there is a bit of a path down here that we're supposed to be on. As you can see, I'm sweating balls here. And then look at that statue off into there it is. So we're gonna try to attempt maybe to go up there. Maybe. But yeah. So yeah, this was definitely one of those experiences where, like, I would want everyone to have their own personal Bali experience. And as you guys are going to see in the later episodes, I meet up with a friend. We have ATV moments. We have good moments. And it just feels so, I feel so blessed and so privileged to have the opportunity to travel when I can travel, whether it's one international trip a year or, you know, it's one international, two local, whatever it is. I just love the fact that I have officially created my own reality, and I have been doing this already for years. But something that I really, really want to start implementing even more is finding ways to travel with opportunities to, you know what I mean, get paid to travel. And so I still need to do my Yosemite trip that I actually had the opportunity of doing content for a travel solo queer group. Y'all, I still have to do that vlog. But of course, Bali was like my solo birthday trip that I really just wanted to get out into the ethers. Thank the universe for even giving me that opportunity. But girl, I was sweating in a rice terrace. You see what I'm saying? I was sweating in the rice terrace. Okay? I was sweating in the rice terrace. What could be better than that? Oh wait. That's what I thought. Life is just better when you create your own reality. Like, I don't know what it feels like to have some basic ass traditional ass lifestyle. That is just not who I am. That's not who I was before. And somehow, some way, I was trying to fit my big, beautiful wings into a small space. And I knew for a fact that that's just not my reality. It's not my life. That's not my script. Okay? If I'm going to be the main character of this here show, we're going to make sure that it's popping. Right? So anyways, I think I've done enough talking. Yeah, I hope you really enjoyed, not even I hope, mindfulness. I'm sure you enjoyed this episode. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. Stay here for more. Hit that notification bell so that you can get alerted when I do more videos like this. I definitely want to do some affirmation videos as well, so look out for those. And yeah, I'll talk to you in the next episode, because you know we ain't done yet, baby. We only getting started. Love you. Don't forget to follow my Instagram down below. Bye.